Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Rosalia. So we are here for one more time immersions at 6 a.m. I think it's a good way and a good time to practice the English. It's hard, but it's so nice. I love this moment, and especially with Rosalia, of course. So I will talk about where works, how works Talk and Talk. Talk and Talk is a platform, conversation platform where it's possible to talk about any subject in English, Spanish, French, and Italian if you want. And what else? I think that's it. Today we will talk about charity. I think it's the action, it's more important than the pronunciation. It's charity or charity. You choose where you want more to pronunciation. So let's go. The introduction. I'm Bruna. I live in Brasilia. I'm married. I have two sons. I'm 41 years old. I graduated in physiotherapy and physical education, but nowadays I work in the administration area. I love it, this moment in my life. So what else? Yesterday it's the Thanksgiving for the United States. No, I think it's a great day if you think it's the moment you have great food about your day, your year. I think it's great here in Brazil. We don't have this holiday, but it's I think it's very important all the time. You have great food. You'll be grateful, maybe. So, Rosalia, can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay. I'm Rosalia. I'm 55 years old, almost 56. Oh, Jesus. And I live in Joinville, Santa Catarina. I'm married. I have two children. I have worked for a long time in the supermarket, in my own supermarket. Nowadays, I'm working as in a real estate. It's easier than before. Then today I have more time to do the thing that I really like, especially learning English and then other languages too. And about the charity, I think charity is, for me, it's me. I think I need to answer the first question. It's okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, charity is more or less when I listen this word, I think it's like people no, give for someone for needs in the street or something like this. And the thing that you really need to do for another when you see the people need this, you feel you have this feels to help others. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think, but maybe every time when I think charity, I think it's necessary to give money. No, oh my gosh, but it's not
Yeah,
only giving money
I
for
hate
help it.
giving money.
Yeah,
I hate
for
giving
help
money.
needs the others. No,
Yeah,
it's weird for me because in the street I don't want to give money for the
yeah,
people. I prefer to help in the other with the other way. I think it's
yeah.
more interesting.
When I go to street, I like to care in my to carry in my car always some food, because when I see people ask for money, I give some food, some fruit. I think it's better than giving money.
Yeah, it's a good idea, no?
Yeah,
I
I
in the
always
past
I have a
I had
banana. Yeah,
in the past I had a bag with
yeah,
anything
yeah,
woman thinks, for example.
yeah,
But it's complicated. You take this in the car.
Yeah,
because if someone look at this in your car, probably you
yeah,
break the window, so it's
yeah.
complicated. So I stopped with this action, but it's
Yeah.
okay. So let's go the next question. Why do people usually give money to charities or help with charitable activities?
I think because this make them feel good because uh, a little grateful for the things that I have achieved, especially when they see people needs in the street, they thinking about the thing that I have achieved and feel grateful. Then they trying to give money or make some activity to help them.
Yeah. I also I listen, for example, I hear listen that I if you plant sand a good
Yeah,
seeds, probably you will reap good things. So that's why the people help the other.
yeah,
I'm not sure about this, but I think it's true, no?
yeah. One of the reasons.
It's not only the great food because
Yeah,
oh my gosh, I have things, but and now I will help the other. But it's the other hand, no, I want someone to help me in the future, so I will help
yeah,
someone now. Maybe
yeah.
it makes
Because
sense, no?
they wanted to receive. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Makes sense. Yes, yes. Then maybe should it be because they see the another make some action, they wanted to repeat, to copy.
Yeah, I agree. So, can you name me a charity you really like? Why do you support them? It's common. Do you help some institution or no?
No, nowadays no, because my mom make part of the church, then she help a lot of people there, then children. Then when you have something to give, I bring for my mom, then she give for them, because for a long time you all my family have support a CD. I don't know if you know a CD. He in Joinville have one because my niece have used for a time. Then after a short time, they don't help her more. I don't know why, because she have a problem, a physical problem. Then I think needed to stay there, but they don't have person to qualify person to help to work there. Then why you will continue to support if they don't have who help my niece or another children needs this, because it's the place to support person with the physical problem,
Yeah.
but it don't work in this way. I don't know why. Then we stop to give money, to give food, something like this. Then when you have something to give, you give. We give for my mom. Then my mom distribute. I don't know, in the church.
Yeah, and nowadays, in specific this moment, this time in the Christmas Day and New Year's,
Yeah.
here in Brasilia, we have a lot of people in the street, for example,
Ask for.
yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
I hate
Yeah. I hate
in
this.
the traffic light. So I hate this, but we have a lot here. They come from northeast. So in only this moment,
Yeah.
only this time. So
How to
I
believe?
hate this. Yeah.
How to believe this is will happen? You help
It's
another.
terrible. But
Terrible.
in this moment, I think, no, I'm not the obligation.
Yeah.
I don't have obligation to help this person because it's complicated, but I help in the institutions. So I have the calm hurt because I help the institution. I think it's so good for me. In the
Mm-hmm.
past, I help with the specific institutions, specific carriers because my friend asked me about this. It's so good for the children, the São Paulo children. So okay, I listen and read about this in the carriers. But in the certain moment, I asked for these charities about the result they over, of course, and I don't give a good answer, and okay, I don't continue to help you with my
Yeah,
money because I want to, like you said, you
you
want
know.
to see result, no, with your
Yeah,
money. I help it and I want to result, not to only, okay, I don't, it doesn't matter what you do with my money.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
I worry about this, no.
yeah,
And nowadays, in January, I help the church because I think it's very, they need a lot of money to maintain the evangelization about Jesus Christ. So for me, it's very important that the people know about the Jesus Christ for me, for example, and that's the why I help the church.
yeah,
And I think it's very convenient for me just to give the money. Do you understand?
yeah.
In the past, I
So,
help it with my activity, my knowledge, but nowadays it's only the money. And
but
do you do have you do?
do you know there is some days in the church is specifically for some things, the money that you give,
Yeah,
depend of the wind, the weekend. Then when we are in the church, then the priest says, today you are giving money to go to Roma. I don't give you. In this day, we don't give you the money because then you say, I, I will, I won't give the money now because I know this Rome is so rich. Then I will give this money for another person. Then, yeah,
yeah,
because after I had go to Portugal, then so many church there and so that have so many wish church, then we say imagine and Roma. I don't know Roma. I wanted to know in the next year, but imagine there how many gold have in the church. Then I so rich that I don't give money when you need to. When the priest says, uh, this money you have, you see, give for Roma.
Santa Monica. Yeah, I agree with you. In the
Mm-hmm.
past, nowadays, I understand like this, the church is very rich, no?
Yeah,
Very, very
yeah,
rich. But
there
it's the when I help the church, for example, not give the money for its specific actions.
is
For
that
example,
yes,
give box lunch, maybe
yeah,
box lunch for the specific
to
area here in
yeah,
Brasilia, that the
yes.
poor
Then
area.
I help.
So yes, in this moment, I help. For example, I want to pay for 10 box lunch for this area, for example.
Yes,
It's with
yes.
specific actions that
Yes.
I believe it, so I think it's very good actions, no.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree with you. It's complicated
Oh,
when you give money for this church. I
yeah,
want to build in the church. I want to, okay,
yeah.
I prefer
It's complicated.
to help it with the other way.
Yeah. When you we make the decision to help them to buy box box food, we buy this product, then bring for them the products, because I know that I need to form the box food to give for the needs. Because if you give the money, they will pay another bills to do another things. I don't believe they will buy the box food for.
Mm,
I
yes,
don't
maybe
believe
it's
it.
possible to. I I ask the result, ask the
But
video, ask
you
there's something
never, you
that it's
never
possible to
see,
prove.
you never
That's it.
know this.
Yeah.
Now, if you buy the product and give for them, I think they need to distribute.
Maybe that's why the people doesn't see nowadays doesn't see help, doesn't see do
Because,
the
yeah, they
charity.
don't believe. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's complicated, you know.
Yeah,
And
that's
what do you
okay.
think? Can you read the number four, please, answer?
Okay, what do you think are the most important problems that charities should try to solve today? One of the biggest problem that I think is homeless, because to feel to feel hungry, I think uh, a, a big majority part of the people already have feel in, in one of moment, because uh, nowadays you see famous people saying, when I was a kid I had past hungry, I don't have food, but nowadays it's different. Then, but if you don't have a roof above your head, I think it's difficult, because people lose the dignity. Yeah. Then I think the biggest problem is homeless. This when you don't have a house to sleep or to make your food, I think it's complicated.
I think about this in this moment. I agree with you. It's complicated with about the homeless. But maybe in the first moment, I think it's it's I agree. It's need the
Yeah,
basic things to survive, like the house, like
yeah,
food, of course. But I think it's important they worry about the
values. Yeah,
values. Teach values, I think it's very important because it's like you said, the dignity. It's possible they find a job because I understand that it's impossible to help everybody that they need. No,
yeah,
it's complicated. For example, here in Brasilia, we have a lot of how to say shelter, abrigo for the homeless, but it's not enough.
not
I
enough.
think never it's not nothing.
Hmm.
Not, it's not a will no, enough for help this person. Maybe if you do a knowledge, if you help with values, maybe it's possible to change this person and they be able to find a job. No, what do you think about the values? Give the value teacher a values.
Yeah, this is the principal. I think the principal. No, principal is another type. It is the main thing that the people need to have, to understand your values. But if the person have have learned these values, they know they have these values, but they lose the house, they lose the place to live. Why? How they will continue with this value? They know they have these values, they have learned this, but they see they don't have the space to go back in the end of the day. How
Yeah.
they
What
will
do you
find
Yeah, what do
the
you do with values if I don't have food? and I
Yeah.
have it hungry.
What
I'm
they,
starving.
yeah, yeah. It's terrible to thinking about this
Yeah,
because food, it's okay. It's so terrible to thinking about this. You don't have food to, but food, everyone trying to give some food, but homeless, it's complicated because involve government, involve public policies. It's difficult to think it's to solve this problem. Only the government and the public policies.
yeah,
It's difficult to thinking about this. To see the people sleep in the street. This part is difficult because they don't have some dignity. They lose the dignity after this. I think everything don't matter. Doesn't matter more.
yeah. And then special when you have we the weather it's terrible, no? Raining
Imagine.
or very cold.
Yeah,
Um,
imagine.
I agree with you. It's terrible. Oh my gosh, thank you for my house. No? Do you believe people should feel like they have give it to charity, or it's okay if they choose not to?
I
Or
think it's okay. Depend of the person, depend of the field, because I don't know what have passed for they give they take this decision. When they just take decision to give some money or make some activity to help another, it's okay. They feel good. If they decide don't doesn't do and more, it's okay too, because I don't know about the feeling, what they had presented, because I had see some things already. I have bring some clothes for people that I really, really believe they was needed in this moment. Then after this, I see my clothes in the food and the floor to to clean the feet. Then I think, oh my gosh, my clothes that I love it, this clothes, but why they don't want to use? It's okay that they doesn't like don't like, but then give for another,
yeah,
or I don't know, yeah, only to put that or give in the no lixo. I forgot the words now. Only to put in the. It's
yeah,
complicated.
a lot. That's why it's very important. For example, nowadays it's common here. How do you say this? Take my clothes that I don't want now for the church in there. It's a they do break sale, garage sale.
Uh,
Maybe like this garage
for
sale,
one,
brechó.
yeah,
I forgot it.
one to real. Yeah, he
The
my church
second
have
hand, the
this.
clothes of
Yeah,
the second hand, I think it's so good because this possible people only buy
what they need.
for the things that they want. It's a short, it's a little price. I think it's so
Mm-hmm.
good. It's only symbolic the
Yeah,
price for to
yes.
if you catch up only you want.
Yeah.
That's it. I think it's so good. About the questions, I think it's okay for me. I think the charity it's something that come for the hair, the heart, your heart, and no one it's forced to do what they don't want, for example. So if you feel better, help someone, it's okay. If you don't help someone, it's okay too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's we said about the people maybe don't believe in charities, don't
Yeah,
believe in the church, don't believe in the institutions, no. So I think it's complicated. If
complicated.
I prefer, for example, I feel my heart very well when I help someone, help the charities. Uh, but it's okay if you don't have this problem because when I see someone homeless, when I see someone giving me asking money or anything at the street, I don't have a problem. I don't worry about this because in the other hand, I help the charities, so it is okay for me. I think it's so good for my mind. So let's go the next question. Besides giving money, what are some cool or indifferent ways to help charities? We
Like I
said
said
about
before, give money is complicated because I don't know what they will do with this money. But I prefer give food. Like I said, I prefer uh, carrying in my car some food, some fruits to give for the people in the streets that are asking for money for something like this. Then I give some banana, some apple, something they can eat because I know they will eat. If they are in the street, they have hungry. I think it's okay. You are helping, you are giving something for them. They have this moment is just help them. I think
yeah,
it's
like I said, I believe in values. So when I prefer to give my time, give up
yeah.
my time to help teacher, teach what I know. I think it's so good when you teach cooking or doing graffiti, something with a hand, for example,
Mhm.
and help to develop other skills. The person, for example, I think it's not necessary to help only money. Like you
Yeah,
said,
that is
you
so.
give a fruit. I think it's so good.
Mhm.
And I prefer to help with my time. I love the moment that you spend to talk with this person. I think it's so good because everybody needed to someone to listen us. No,
Yeah.
I agree like this. So let's go the next questions. Are there any problem or worry about how charities work and what they do? Yeah,
Yeah.
do you, for example, in the past, like I said, I ask for the charities, uh, I ask and the mandate. I don't know if you have this word in English, the mandate, demandar.
Yeah.
Um, um, the bills, not the bills, the prestação de conta, accountability, maybe. Accountability, with they do, with they did with my money. And okay, I will do this, but don't worry about this. It's possible. Do you see in the site what the activity we develop here in the charities? So it's okay, but I want a specific, what do you spend with my money?
Yeah.
You buy food, you buy instrument because these charities, it's about this learning, teach the children play violin, play some different music
Mm-hmm.
instrument. So, but I have never received this accountability, and in this moment, okay, I stopped to help. And all the time, I think it's very important when you um, acompanhar, how do you say this?
Follow what they are.
Follow the develop
Mm-hmm.
the charities. I'm not sure about this, but I think it's so good for my mind, for my money, because
Yeah.
I don't want to be rich the other person. I want to be rich, but
Mm-hmm.
I want to help the other.
Help.
And you?
Only help, yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with you because it's complicated to know how to they you use your money to in the charity, especially when we are giving money because that some institutes have help for the government for another institution, I don't know. And then if you give more money, I think you use it for another thing. It's only this is complicated to know how they are doing with their money. Then I prefer giving food, giving clothes, and other things. It's a little complicated
And your
to know
time?
how the in my time too because but I need to confess I've never participated in something like this. A long time ago, I had give my time with my mom because my mom participated in this, make soup, make food for the children for a long time. But in this time, I was working in the supermarket. Then in the time that they are there make these actions, I was work. Is the time don't it's difficult to link the time with the then one or two time I think once or twice I had participated but I never because in my neighbor don't have some actions about this in my church don't have some actions they go to the center on the downtown do some things that I've never had participated, have give my time to help another in this way, like you said.
Yeah. When you see something, watch something in the television, the TV about the catastrophe.
Mm,
It's
yeah,
very common, and special, for example,
is,
the
is,
mountain area, for example,
yeah,
no, Rio,
yeah.
and what do you feeling?
Mm,
What is your feeling about this? Do you want to help with this? Oh my gosh,
I
I
really
need to
want,
help, but it's
yeah,
impossible because I don't want to give
yeah,
money, or no?
yeah. The first time that it happened, you have the supermarket, then we had make some box food, something, then my my brother-in-law had bring for them. Then when he back to talking about what they had seen there, it was complicated because he says it's like you are in the war because all the things was messy. The city was a little disappear like that. Here in Itajaí, it was complicated. Then now I didn't go to participate it because I don't know why. Because the time it go one, then you will see had passed for a time, then you aren't participating in this but it's a little bit complicated because I had passed for this one time once here in my city. I was leaving another house. It was rain in this time when just the beginning when I was in the city. Then I was in a went in a house. Then it's raining a lot. Then a few minutes it was complicated because my house have uh, oh my gosh
Water?
almost 1 meter with the water. It was really, really complicated. In the middle of the night,
Oh my gosh.
this was complicated. Then I imagine it for these people, all the running, it's happening. It's complicated. It
Yeah.
was terrible.
In the past, we have the problem in Morro do Bumba, I think in Rio. Morro
Mm,
do Bumba, we have a big problem, and the oh my gosh, I needed to help this person, so, and I sent a lot of clothes that I have, many things. For example, we have here in Brazil a specific place to receive these things, for example, and the next week maybe we watch in the TV that they separate a good clothes for the organizations people. What? But I sent these clothes for the people needs, as pessoas
mm-hmm.
necessitadas. So it's, oh my gosh, I don't help, never. I don't want to help this person. I understand in this moment maybe I have a hard heart, but I think I don't know if only here in Brazil. Do you think it's only here in Brazil we have this situation that the people don't you give the money and don't realize, don't have success, don't have a result with your money, or
Yeah.
no? Maybe it's the other country it's happened
I
too.
think all the country is the same. I think it's happening in all the world because there are some people want to feel more intelligent, to to oh my gosh, ganhar em cima dos outros, to over. I don't know.
Yeah, but for example, in Japan, when they had tsunami, for example, many people found out money, a big quantity of money, because it's very common for the
Yeah.
Japanese to keep money at the home, for
Mm-hmm.
example, and with the tsunami, many people found out the money and bring devolveu and
Mm, we
how to
devolve.
say,
I don't know.
maybe return return for the authority, the specific authority, autoridade, and I think it's so good. No, maybe it's the cultural. I'm not sure. Maybe the Brazilians people, it's not so good person. I'm not sure if it's possible to judge about this. No, your make off.
Sorry. Yeah, I was trying to. I don't know why my microphone was closing. I
Yeah.
was trying to search for some words.
So let's go. How
Mhm.
can we make sure that the money or things people give the charities actually help the other who need it?
The
I
people
think we
need.
said
I think
about this, no?
already.
Not necessarily. Yeah.
Hmm.
So good. Have you
Okay.
ever helped a charity by volunteering? What was it like for you? You said it's not common for you, no?
It's not common nowadays. In the past, I have participated in some actions. It was so good because you see the people really need. Then when you have this time to help, then you feel so good. Uh, but I, but I have some wish to help another than uh, like teach something like nowadays. I can teach some children to start to speak in another language, for example. Then I can give this time for them. If I have the opportunities, maybe I can help with these actions. Yeah, I really wish to participate in the some actions like this. Give my time.
Yeah, I think it's great moment,
Yeah.
In the past, I did the volunteer service in the poor sector near here,
Mhm.
close here in Brasília. I teach that. O passado teach, that. Passado teach, taught. I taught,
Passado teach,
you
taught.
teach,
Ah,
taught.
ah,
I
taught.
taught and help children with basic hygienic things. For example,
Mhm.
the right way to brush the teeth
Yeah.
or take a shower, because
Mhm.
sometimes they don't know where is the correct form to take a shower, because you
Yeah.
need to clear better your food, your hair.
Yeah.
So that's things like this. And
Simple
sometimes
things.
oh, what?
Simple things.
Simple
It's
things. That's it.
yeah.
I spend time pay attention to them, play with them. I
Yeah.
think it's very important because for the children, I understand it's very important when the adult play with them. Though it's more interesting. Oh my gosh,
Mhm.
they help me with this. They play with me. So I think that's it. And we took a different cake, different food,
Ah,
fruit. For example, in the have a snack with them. So it's so good. Sometimes I understand they come they came for the specific place when they have the volunteer because they want to eat, for example. But in this moment, we catch up with them and the learning teacher something. It's very important, though. You approve the moment. Do you enjoy the moment? Not to
Friday.
enjoy the, oh, it's so good. No. Eh, quando você aproveita a ocasião to teach something it's so right for them, and the other hand, you
You
give
learn.
you teach and you give food for them because
Yeah. Yeah.
they
Yeah.
come because
Because
they want to eat.
yeah.
It's so nice.
Nice.
And yeah, I think it's so good, a good experience for me and for my sons, because in the moment I took them to see the reality life. No,
Yeah.
I think it's very important. It was able to show the real reality life, and that the life it's not so beautiful like
Yeah.
they
They know.
they feel they know like it is, because here they have many food, they have the bed to sleep, so and the other children don't have this.
Yeah.
Very complicated.
I think it's very important. The children see the situation, the another children, because another kids, especially when they have so many food, they can choose the food that they want to eat. I don't like this. I will eat another. I want to eat another thing. Then when they see the situation, the other kids, they only eat. It's okay. Yeah.
I the last I think the last month maybe my niece come here at my home, and I hate when they ai how do you say this, deixa sobra de comida on the plate.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
hate this, and it's okay. You put in your plate only you want to eat. Do you understand? Yes, but now I don't want more. I'm full. Okay, but do you need to remember that
In the
many children don't have food to eat, and it's sins, pecado, maybe. Oh my gosh, it's terrible.
beginning.
It's a sins. It's not. Jesus Christ don't like this because you desperdice food. So it's terrible. But I think it's necessary to teach this. No,
É,
because the children think they have food for everybody, have shoes for everybody, have anything, and they don't need to grateful about they have. So I all the time I needed to teach this for the and special my niece, my nephew, and of course my sons too.
Yeah.
It seems to was yes, thank you,
Yes.
Rosalia. So, the scenes. Ah, you said about the government. Should do you believe should the government help charities, or it's something that the business and the people should do more? You see it,
Uh,
but
I think
how the
I
government
think it's complicated because especially homeless, I think it's need to make part of government because it's difficult to for another like a business to do this. Uh, but the government had some specific actions to help them, and but it's not only to have some space to receive the people at the night, something like this, but I think the family, when you see a family in the streets, they need to have your house. I think
maybe
I know.
the public policy like
Yeah,
Minha Casa Minha Vida, do you think it's helped
yes, to
too?
help.
A lot.
Yeah, I think it's this kind of help because Minha Casa Minha Vida, they can help a lot. It's not to need to pay for everything, but a little part, to symbolic part. Then I think they will feel they are by your house. Only this, a little part. It's not to say, tá cobrando a casa. No, only to for them to take care about your own house. It's complete, but it's after they have your job, something like this. They need to prove they are working after
Yeah,
this.
I remember here in Brasília, it's more specific in Distrito Federal. So we have we had a specific government here that they all the time um, donate donate a house, a specific house. It's very simple, of course,
Yeah,
for the people that live in under the
yeah,
bridge. And it's complicated because this this person these people received the house, a simple house, of course, and after the moment, the specific moment, because you needed to live in this house for 1 2 years, for example, they sell this house,
complicated.
give receive the money, and
And
come
go to
back
the
under the bridge again. So many people, and
yeah,
they here they many do students, studies about this.
research,
Why studies studies
research.
research about this, and it's complicated because we now you have the house, but you don't valorize
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
grateful about this.
yeah.
So you okay, but I want the money. It's not, I don't want the house because I have here, it's not raining um under my above my house, sobre minha cabeça, não chove em mim. So because the bridge protect
Yeah,
me, so it's a
yeah.
poor
Thoughts
mind,
for mind, for thoughts. Yeah,
poor
it's
thoughts.
complicated
That's it.
because
I hate it.
your only your shame.
Yeah.
A culpa, própria culpa. It's okay.
So
I think
finish
you are
him.
finished. Yeah.
Yeah. mm, yeah, we said about the teach kids. I think so nice. That's it, Rosalia. So
Thank you.